Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to crochet a bag mixed with leather that I cut it myself. This is my second time cutting leather, so I'm still beginner. If I make mistake, I apologize, and if you have any suggestion of cutting leather, please comment below. And I just want to share with you how I did it. I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. Here is the materials that I use for this project. I use macrame rope, number 2 mm, 100% recycled cotton. This one in color mustard. In each skein is half 85 meter. It is about 92 yards, and I use about 1.5 of this skein. I highly recommend using this yarn. I bought it from Etsy. I'm gonna put the link in the description below. 6 mm crochet hook, scissors, yarn needle, stitch marker, and of course the leather. I have a leather bottom here and then the leather loop, and I will show you how I cut it. To cut the leather, you will need cutting mat, ruler, and I use Alpha rotary knife for cutting the leather. And of course, you're gonna need leather, okay? And please check in description below for all the details. And we are going to cut the bottom part first. So I cut about 3.5 inches width and then about 8 inches length. If you want smaller or bigger, feel free to adjust it, okay? And if you know the better way to cut it, please do so because like I say, I'm still beginner. All right. Okay, next we're gonna punch the hole. And first, I'm gonna mark it first because I wanna make sure it's nice and even. So I mark it about 1/4 from the edge and then about 1/2 inch in between each hole. And I'm gonna do that around. Okay, I have a total of 42 holes around the bottom. If you have less than 42 or more than 42, is totally fine, okay? And next, we're gonna punch the hole. And I'm gonna use this hole punch here. And it has a lot of sizes for the holes here. And I use the biggest one. It is about 4.5 mm hole, I believe. Okay. Let's start. So just punch like so. After you're done with the bottom, next we're gonna start crochet. First, you're gonna make slip knot and then insert the hook into that slip knot. And then you're gonna insert the hook into any holes you prefer. So I'm just gonna start right at the corner here. So insert the hook there. And if you think the hook is too big for the hole, feel free to go down the hook side for the first round, okay? After I insert the hook, I yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. That is the single crochet. And I'm gonna place the stitch marker into the first single crochet. And then into that same hole, I'm gonna make 2 more single crochet. So into that same hole, I make 3 single crochet, okay? So I insert the hook into the same hole, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. And then 1 more into the same hole. Do the same, single crochet. It's a little hard at the corner here, just take your time. Okay, and then I'm gonna make 1 single crochet into each hole until I reach the next corner hole. So make single crochet into the next hole, single crochet into the next hole, and single crochet into the next hole. Alright, keep making one single crochet into each hole, and I will be back when I reach the corner hole. I reach the corner hole here, so into that corner hole I'm gonna make 3 single crochet. It's a little hard at the corner because we have 3 single crochet into the same hole, right? Just take your time. And then I'm gonna make 1 single crochet into each hole until I reach the next corner hole. So single crochet into the next hole, oops, and then single crochet into the next hole, single crochet into the next hole. Keep making 1 single crochet into each hole until you reach the next corner hole, and then make 3 single crochet into that hole, and make 1 single crochet into each hole until you reach the next corner hole, and then make 3 single crochet into that hole, and make 1 single crochet into each hole across. Alright, and then I will be back. I'm at the end of round 1. I have a total of 50 stitches around. And for round 2, I'm gonna remove the stitch marker. And then I'm gonna make 2 single crochet into the first stitch, but into the back loop only. Right there. Here's the first single crochet. And place the stitch marker into the first stitch in every round because we work in spiral. So make 1 more single crochet into the same stitch, back loop only. And then make 2 single crochet into the next stitch, back loop only. From now on, we're just gonna make into the back loop, okay? So here's 1, here's 2, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch, back loop only. Here's 1, here's 2. And then make 1 single crochet into each of next 14 stitches, back loop only. Basically, I'm gonna make a single crochet into each stitch until I reach the next corner, right at the 3 stitches that we made in the previous round. Okay? I'm at the corner here. So next, I'm gonna make 2 single crochet into next back loop. Here's 1, and here's 2. And then I'm gonna make 2 single crochet into the next back loop. Here's 1, here's 2. And then I'm gonna make the same, 2 single crochet into the next back loop. As you can see, we have 3 stitches at the corner there. And then I'm gonna make 1 single crochet into each of next 5 stitches, back loop only. Basically, we make a single crochet into each stitch until we reach the 3 stitches at the next corner. Okay, I'm at the corner. I'm gonna make 2 single crochet into the next back loop. Here's 1, here's 2, and then 2 single crochet into the next back loop. 1 and 2, and then 2 single crochet into the next back loop. 1 and 2. See, we're done with this corner. And then I'm gonna make one single crochet into each of next 14 stitches, back loop only. So basically, we're gonna make a single crochet into each stitch until we reach the next corner. Okay, I reached the 3 stitches at the next corner here. I'm gonna make 2 single crochet into each of next 3 stitches, back loop only. Oops. Okay, and then I'm gonna make 1 single crochet into each stitch, back loop only, across. I'm at the end of round 2 here, and I have a total of 62 stitches around. And from now on, it's just gonna be very easy pattern, okay? So, for round 3, remove the stitch marker, and then make 1 single crochet into the first stitch, back loop only. And place the stitch marker into the first stitch in every round. And then we're gonna make 1 single crochet into each back loop around. So, single crochet into the next back loop, single crochet into the next back loop, and single crochet into the next back loop. Very easy pattern. From now on, we're not gonna increase or decrease. Just gonna make a single crochet into each back loop around, over and over. Alright, I will be back when I'm at the end of round 3. I'm at the end of round 3 and I have the same 62 stitches around because we not increase or decrease. And for round 4 to round 20, I'm gonna repeat round 3. And I'm gonna show you a little bit on round 4. Remove the stitch marker and then make the first single crochet into the first stitch there, back loop only. And place the stitch marker into the first stitch in every round. And then make 1 single crochet into each back loop around. Alright, I'm gonna keep repeating round 3 until I reach the end of round 20, and then I will be back. Good luck and take your time. I'm at the end of round 20. I cut the yarn and pull the yarn out, and then I'm gonna weave the end. So I bring my yarn needle, insert the tail into my yarn needle. And here's what I like to weaving my end. So I'm gonna skip the next stitch, which is this stitch marker, and then insert my needle into the next stitch. And then remove the stitch marker. And then I'm gonna insert my needle back into the last single crochet right at the middle, and then go inside the bag like that. So see, I just create a new stitch. That's why I skip 1 stitch. Here's what I like to do, and if you prefer a different method, feel free to do so. Alright, and then I'm gonna weave the end later. Next, we're gonna crochet the strap. Before we make a strap, make sure to leave a little bit of tail to sew the strap together later, and then make slip knot. And then I'm gonna make 154 chains. It is about 58 inches long. If you want shorter or longer strap, feel free to do so. So the amount of chain when you start divided by 2, that will be the final length of the strap because we have a double strap. Okay, hope that makes sense. So yeah, after I have 58 inches long chains, I'm gonna make a slip stitch into the second chain from the hook into the back bump. That's what I like to do. So next chain here, I insert into the back bump and make a slip stitch. And then insert the hook into the next back bump and then make a slip stitch. And then slip stitch into the next back bump or back loop. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna make a slip stitch into each back bump across. Okay, I keep slip stitch until I reach the end here. Next, we're gonna cut the yarn. Leave a little bit of tail. Make sure that you have enough to sew the ends together, like that. Next, we're gonna cut 2 pieces of strap loops. Okay, I'm gonna cut about 3.5 inches long and then 1 inch wide. 2 pieces exactly the same. If you want smaller or bigger, feel free to do so. And next, we're gonna punch the hole. So first, I'm gonna mark 2 holes at the bottom here. On each side, okay? I just like to mark it first, so that way I know where I'm gonna punch the hole. Alright, next, I fold it in half, and then I'm gonna punch the hole. Both sides at the same time, so that way I know it's nice and even. Okay, here's what it looks like. And you're gonna do into the other piece exactly the same. Make sure it's nice and even. Okay, we're gonna sew the strap loops that we just cut into the back on the side. So first, lay your back flat, make sure it's nice and even, and we're gonna sew the strap loop on each side. I went ahead and sew one side there, and I'm gonna show you how to sew on this side. So I put one end inside the bag and then the other end outside the bag, like that. And I'm gonna use my yarn needle and then I cut a new piece of yarn to sew it. So I'm gonna start sew from the inside. So insert the needle into the first hole there on the inside of the bag. And then come out and then insert into the outside hole like that, and then bring it up. Leave a little bit of tail, enough to weaving the end later on the inside. And then I insert my needle into the next hole here on the outside, and then insert into the next hole on the inside there. Bring it up. And then I'm gonna tie a knot. And I just gonna tie another knot here, just to make sure it's secure. Alright, and then I gonna insert my needle into this hole from the inside and then go out on the outside hole, like that. And then insert into the next hole here on the outside and then go back inside, like that. And then I just gonna insert the other end into my yarn needle and then sew the loop one more time. So I insert into the next hole from the inside, go to outside, and then insert into the next hole from the outside, go back in, like so. I just want to make sure it's nice and secure. Alright, next I just gonna weave the end. So insert this tail into the yarn needle, and then I gonna insert back into that hole because I wanna bring my end inside the bag but not go through outside though, like that. Okay, and then I gonna hide this tail. Tie a knot, and then weaving the end. And then you just gonna keep weaving the end, and then I will go back to that later. So I gonna insert the other end into my yarn needle, and then I insert my yarn needle back into that hole. Make sure it doesn't go through outside, and then I gonna hide this end. Just gonna tie a knot here. And then keep hiding the tail. And yeah, keep weaving the end, and then both sides sew the same. And next, I'm gonna show you how to sew the strap into the bag. Okay, bring the strap and then start insert into the strap loop that we just sewed. So I insert this side and then insert on that side, like so. And then adjust it a little bit. Make sure that it's not twisted. Take your time. And then we're gonna sew the ends together. And remember, this is a double strap. So I'm gonna bring my yarn needle, insert the tail into my yarn needle. One tail at a time. And then I'm gonna start with this side, and I try to sew as beautiful as much as I can. Make sure it's nice and clean. I'm gonna take my time. Like that. And then I'm gonna weave this in later. And now I'm gonna go to the other side and then insert that end into the yarn needle and then start sewing. I'm gonna take my time. Okay. And then sew back this side. And then you just need to weave the end. Okay, make sure it's nice and secure. Okay, and I'm gonna take my time on this part, and after that you can hide this part under the leather loop, and that's it. And I'm not gonna make a lining for this bag. If you want to make a lining for your bag, I have separate video tutorial for that. I'm gonna put the link in the description below. And what you think about this crochet leather bag? Please comment below. Like I said, I am a beginner. I'm a little concerned about showing you how I crochet this bag, you know, cutting my own leather. So yeah, I hope you enjoy making this bag, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next video. Bye bye.